Okay, so here is a follow-up video to my previous video regarding my Vespa Liberty 150 being stolen. And the reason I'm making this video has more so to do with, I guess, owning this particular bike. Would I want to do it again? Would I invest in a scooter, a 150 cc bike again, having happened what's happened? And it's a tricky question because I really enjoyed having that bike for the short period of time that I had it. And at the same time, I have to ask myself, what is this gonna, how much can I trust owning a bike like this? I've never had anything stolen like in my life. I've never had a vehicle stolen. Um, Not to get into it, but I mean, I've owned over 20. This would have been like maybe my 24th vehicle owned, third of which would have been having two wheels. And I'm 46. And I've been driving since I was 16. Grew up in Chicago, moved away from the Chicago area when I was in my late 30s, mid late 30s, and moved out to the Denver area. In that time, never have had a vehicle stolen. Once had a vehicle broken into, and that was, I shouldn't even say it was my fault, but the reality of it is this would have been in the maybe mid 2000s, and I left an iPod sitting in the, literally on the center console of the vehicle I owned, and lo and behold, somebody broke the window at that time and grabbed it. Who'd have thought? My point being, up until now, I'd never run into this. And if you saw my previous video, you heard me mention I felt kind of like I was targeted. And the more I thought about this, I feel like this is something that I believe will happen again. I really do. This is not paranoia talking. This is just having hindsight in my rearview mirror now. It may, I believe this is something that will happen again, unless I go through the very kind of annoying process of securing that bike more than I feel I really should need to. It's a motorized vehicle. It's not light, it's not that light, you know what I mean? It's not a bicycle. I understand it can be lifted into a pickup truck relatively easy, but still, it's a lot of effort. I shouldn't need to chain the thing down every time I park it somewhere, especially in my own home or at my home. It's silly. It's a silly even to think about, but it occurs to me more that cities and the way things are happening, it's just I don't know who to be mad at for my bike to even being stolen. I'm not, by no means, trust me, I am in no way trying to say that whoever did it had any right or justification for it. But I do ask myself, why were they in the position that they felt the need to? And that is the fight, right? That is the argument. Again, I'm not going to get into that, but it is a thing to think about, and I don't know whether I want to own another bike like that. Maybe I would consider a different brand, something that doesn't necessarily have that option of upgrade. Maybe that's another little lesson to be learned in this when you're looking at buying a scooter or anything like this. How desirable are the parts, or is there a reason for that bike to be stolen, or are the parts desirable for some reason? I don't think my bike would have been stolen if it was a 50cc. There would have been no reason to. Joyriding a scooter around is going to get you busted. I mean, there are plenty of scooters, don't get me wrong, but if you go joyriding around on one, there's a good chance you'll get pulled over because it stands out. It's a scooter. And why would you steal a 50cc scooter? Like, to just ride around the whole scooter, and you're not upgrading anything with the drivetrain. So a 150, I think it was the problem. Owning a 150cc Piaggio was a problem. And I don't know whether that's I don't know what the reality of that is. I don't know if I'm completely out of my mind or if there's some statistics behind it. But I don't know whether I'm going to get another one. I really would like to. I really did like that bike. I was really enjoying it. It was fantastic. It was a lot of fun. And and yeah, it sucks that it's gone. So, oh, geez, just went over 5 minutes. I'm trying to keep these videos within about the 5 minute range. So thanks again for watching. Let me know what you think.